Okay, sure. On that note, this is probably a good point to take a little detour and knock out another dungeon. All right, our next dungeon is actually not a hard mode. It's actually a brand new dungeon, finally. King of the Hull. Yo, Dekumon, let's play by the Onion. I was hoping that you'd come by, again. I've got a message from an old friend of mine. Needs your help for an important task, he says. It's highly confidential business, so I can't give you his name. Let's just say he's well known in Limsa. Odds are you'll recognize him. Any road, I'm not at liberty to divulge anymore. If you've a mind to take on the task, head over to Limsa and seek out a bloke named Denston. That's not my friend, mind you, but one of his men. Speak with Denston in Limsa Lamensa. This must be the guy here. Yeah, Dekumon, let's play, are ya? The chief will be pleased that you came. Now, time's of the essence, so I'll get straight to business. During your travels, might be as you heard tell of Mistbeard, the legendary pirate. Hills, I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard of the bloke. Ain't a soul in Limsa don't know of his exploits. Nary a ship on the 5 seas was safe from Mistbeard's grasp, not even the Golden Fleet of Uldar. But one day, at the height of his notoriety, the man vanished without a trace while sailing the Rotano. Since then, rumors have spread that Mistbeard left behind a treasure trove of plunder. Folks believe it's somewhere out there, just waiting to be plucked like a ripe fruit. Your task pertains to that treasure. I'll take over from here, Destin. Oh. Chief. Enzar. Huh. Greetings, my friend. It's been a while since you sent Leviathan to the bottom of the Indigo Deep. Before I begin, let me make it clear that I do not request your aid in my capacity as Storm Marshal. Nay, the matter is purely private. With that detail established, I shall continue Destin's tale. For a time, folk had lost interest in Mistbeard's cache, such was its elusiveness, but recent developments have treasure hunters across the realm stirring anew. South of Vilbrand, upon the Rotano Sea, there lies the Sedelius. Along the fringes of those remote islands, there is an expanse of water into which few ships dare venture. Nature has conspired to perpetually shroud the area in heavy mist. A man can hardly see his own hand in front of him. Be it by accident or intent, countless vessels have entered that mist, never to be seen again. Over the years, some few survivors have washed ashore with tales of an island hid within, which appeared without warning to smash their ships into flotsam. So it was that the legend of Hullbreaker Isle was born. In the wake of the calamity, however, it came to be that the mist would lift under certain conditions, and as luck would have it, on one such day a merchantman mistakenly sailed straight into the area. The ship eventually came upon a deserted isle, where it made an astonishing discovery: the Ha, Mistbeard's old flagship, lying broken within a cove. Though he yearned to explore the wreck, the captain wisely chose to return to familiar waters before the mist could regather. Upon returning to Limsa Lamensa, he forbade his crew from revealing the discovery to a single soul, but word inevitably spread, as is often the way of such things. Even as we speak, treasure hunters are scrambling to find a way to the legendary Hullbreaker Isle, that they might claim Mistbeard's cache. I would have you get there before they do, Dekumon, and retrieve a single object from the Ha, a golden coffer bearing Mistbeard's crest. As if you didn't need enough hints that this guy is Mistbeard. The chief would do the job himself, but his being Storm Marshal is as like to attract unwanted attention. That's why he wants you to go to instead. So long as you bring back what he asked for, you're welcome to keep whatever you find. Though I make my request off the record, I must impress upon you that the matter is of grave import to our nation's future. I shall be praying for your success. Yeah, this is an unusual one, but yeah, it's nice to actually hear about Mistbeard properly. Now, no doubt as you're wondering how you get to the Isle. I got a ship moored at the Morby dry docks. Meet me there when your preparations are in order, and I'll ferry you over. Morby dry docks. We can do that. And dang, he still beats us here. Of course he does. Everything in order. Let's get you over to Hullbreaker Isle before it's a swarm of scavengers. I'll get us there in one piece, never you fear. I've been keeping an eye on the weather, and I know exactly when the mist will clear up. When you arrive, make your way to the wreck of the Ha. Mistbeard's coffer's bound to be somewhere inside. As for how you're supposed to get back afterwards, I'm sure you'll figure something out, the resourceful venture like that you are. I'll be waiting for you in Limsa. Hullbreaker Isle is now accessible. All right, let's see what we're looking at here. I need to get off of Ramu first, so I don't accidentally send us off on the wrong mission here. Hullbreaker Isle. Wow, 50 tomestones for this one. Upon the Rotano Sea, along the fringes of the island chain known as the Sedilias, there stretches an expanse of water perpetually covered in heavy mist. Hidden within this impenetrable shroud is Hullbreaker Isle, so named for having smashed innumerable hapless vessels into flotsam over the centuries. In the wake of the calamity, however, it came to be that the mist would lift under certain conditions. On one such day, a merchantman sailed into the area to behold not only the isle itself, but also the wreck of the Har, the flagship of the dread pirate Mistbeard. The discovery has rekindled interest in Mistbeard's legendary hoard, and treasure hunters the realm over are now scrambling to find passage to the elusive isle. This one requires an item level of 70. But again, we're going to be down sync to 110, so it won't matter that much. But as you can see, the eye levels are starting to creep up a bit. Hullbreaker Isle. Also some pretty cool music. I gotta say though, I miss not being a miss being a not DPS class. That was a 25-minute long queue. Jesus. Wow. There's definitely been some life on this isle. And I'm not just talking about the indigenous life. I see a lot of construction and such. All right, well, let's see what we're working with today. We got a gunbreaker, a white mage, and a summoner. All right. Shouldn't be a problem. Now, the first section here is a little wonky. You want to take out all these safakas, which are basically the monkey things that are here. But you want to be very careful not to step on the bear traps. As you can see, he's about to, yep, I knew it. I saw that coming. You see the bear trap that's up there? Yeah, he stepped on it like an idiot. Oh, okay, no, he's doing it on purpose. He's doing that on purpose. He's deliberately setting into the traps. That's fine. There we go. There goes that one monkey, and now I suppose I could do a little AoEing. Oh. Well, I stood in that, I suppose. Oh. I guess whatever was AoEing is dead. Now, the easiest way to avoid the traps is simply stay off the path, because all the traps are on the path. Just walk on the edge, you'll be fine. Oh, right, there are hornets. And just like in Karn, hornets have final sting, so these things are definitely priority one. We want these gone. I don't want these to exist. He said, oops, forgot about the traps. Lol. That's all right. Oh shit, it's casting final sting. Oh, that would have smarted on that tank. He'd have not been happy about that one. Yeah, see, there's another one of the traps right there. So that's what they look like. Don't walk in those. They'll stop you for a few seconds. You won't be able to move, and the enemies will laugh at you while they're pounding on you. We got another hornet here. Okay, this thing's still the priority. Oh boy. Keep up with that hornet. These things have to go. Oh geez, there's two more hornets. There's two more hornets. Well, that takes care of that one at least. Okay, you know what? No, let's go into AoE rotation here. This is too many hornets for me to try and deal with. Because otherwise we're gonna have problems here. Yeah, there we go. And yes, I know there's another Safika behind us, but these hornets have to go first. If we don't, well, then this is a good way to lose a tank. Toast. That takes care of him. Now we can focus on this frickin' Safaka that was behind us. Or, oh, hi. Hello. Trying to sneak up on us. Hey, and I know I should probably be doing positionals as practice, but I'm synced down to 50. I don't have my Kinky gauge right now. Doesn't matter much. And there are the last two Safakas, and we're now past the point where there are traps. So you don't need to worry about those anymore. Now, if you try and go beyond, you see the big old Sasquatch over there just says no and bopped our tank back, something fierce. But once we deal with all the monkeys, he'll get out of our way. See, off he goes. And and immediately despawns and respawns as our first boss, the Sasquatch. Okay, now what do we remember about this guy? Oh, I remember this guy's mechanic. He's got a cool mechanic. See, the banana trees now have become interactable. Here's the thing. Oh, and we gotta deal with the small fry here. These guys have to go. Cannot let these guys survive. Yeah, the Sasquatch is hungry and agitated. Now you want to interact with the tree, but you can't do that until after you deal with all the small fry. Interact with the tree, it drops a banana. He eats the banana, he gets a damage up buff, but he stops doing that rapid fire AoE that was causing agitation and giving us all vuln stacks. You don't want that. Actually, you won't survive that if he does it for too long. Yeah, I kind of wasted that. Also, yes, he throws his own poo at us. Always fun thought right there. Now, I don't think he'll make it to another agitation phase. Not the way we're beating on him. No, he definitely won't. No, there we go. Problem solved there. But that's how you deal with that. Kill the small monkeys, drop a banana, and everything's happy. Just don't drop all the bananas at once, or he'll eat them all and get all those damage buffs, and then you're gonna die. Oh, the next section is finding the stone tablets. Oh, right, I remember this area. This is the one with all the treasure chests. And inside 3 of those treasure chests, you will find stone tablets. Which means, yes, this is one of the first dungeons. You have to open the treasure chests. Guys. Oh, we missed one, didn't we? Oh, and right, yeah. Half of the treasure chests happen to be, mimics, if not more. But don't despair just because you find a mimic, because half of the time, the stone tablets are in the mimics. You know, because that makes sense. Also, these guys kind of remind me of the first coil boss a little bit. The giant snakes. Not much. Alright, let's deal with these treasure coffers now. Yeah, alright. Yep, see? Told you. Dropped a stone tablet. Drop it in the pedestal and we can move on to the next zone. The Ninky Nankas. These guys are kind of cool looking. All these eggs on their back. And yes, those are eggs. And he is, where's he going? Oh boy. Oh, he missed the side path. No. Oh shit. No, can't have that. Ooh boy. Yeah, you don't want to let them do that hatch cast, because otherwise you end up with ads. Although my stun's on cooldown, so I can't do much about this one. Yep, then you end up with these little bastards. And also I see the other DPS has brought over his treasure coffers. Which is nice of him, I suppose. See, this is what happens when the tank's not quite entirely sure where they're going. There we go. And look, we found a stone tablet. Yeah, if I check the map here, you'll see this little side passage over here. That's where the other DPS went, found those treasure coffers that turned into mimics and murdered his ass. And now we've got snakes and more treasure coffers. Banana shoots. That one's a monster, which I'll grab and bring over to him. Bring him over here into the AoE storm. No big problems over here. Just killing treasure chests. Oh, and there's stone tablet number 3. We actually don't even need to interact with that last chest. He thought about it for a second and was like, no. Nope, yep, he did. He actually did. He actually pissed it off. Man, we had all 3 tablets. This was completely unnecessary, but sure, why the heck not? Is this thing gonna even make it to me? No. Probably not. And I'm not wasting my Madare on it. Ah, I remember this boss, the Sejurm. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Probably not. This guy is basically a water sandworm. If you remember the sandworms we've seen in a couple of dungeons. Okay, his mechanic is those bubbles. Do not touch them until you absolutely have to. Other than that, if you see those explosions heading towards him, that's him burrowing, don't go in those. If you touch one of the bubbles, you'll actually be basically pinned. He's gonna get away from me. Yeah, see now there's enough bubbles for everybody. That's your hint to know that the next time this actually matters. Oh, those are big AoEs. And the healer got slurped. Okay, now it's the time for all of us to get slurped. So you wanna do is touch a bubble and you'll be pulled off of the ground. If you see this pulsing AoE, you know it's time to get in a bubble. The tank's gonna take a ding here. Oh, I might take a ding here. I got out of mine way too soon. Oh no, I did not. Unfortunately, I'm gonna take all the explosions from the bubbles. And that's basically his whole mechanic right there. And nothing else really that he does. Other than a couple AoEs, but other than that, you know, easy enough to dodge those. All right, let's finish him off with a nice little 1, 2, 3 hit here. I'm not even gonna get to a Madarium for the finale. Oh, never mind. Oh, that's not meant for me. He's chasing them. And now he's chasing after the tank. Yeah, he'll pick somebody and he'll basically chase them with that gag. All right, you know what? You get a Madari anyway. Nah, damn it. My Madari was denied. Oh, the sun's rising. And this is a cool little thing. There is actually no fall damage in dungeons. Check this out. Bonk. There used to be fall damage in dungeons. And they removed it, I want to say either late Heavensward, early Stormblood time. And that fall actually caused some problems because it would do damage not to just you, but to your gear. So if you weren't ready, unavoidable damage like that might accidentally break your gear and cause you some problems. Oh, I'm gonna say I'm completely wasting this on a small fry, but hey, that's the way it goes sometimes. Oh, wow, he was still alive. Now, we can't go any further until we deal with the saltwater sprites here, unfortunately. I need to get my 2 buffs back up here. Now these guys are actually really weak, even for ads in this area. As you can see, we're melting them. Thank you. Now this next little area, you can go either way, it doesn't matter. Bring the map up once it actually opens up a little bit. Yeah, you can see it basically doesn't really matter which way you go. All paths lead to the end. I wonder, is he gonna go all the way and grab the sea sprites as well? Yes, yes he is. That's fine. I still need my buffs back up first though, before I get into AoE in here. Shite, don't need that. There we go, now we can go AoE in. See, the nice thing about the AoEs is while they won't grant the 2 damage buffs, they will extend their duration. So once I have them up, the AoE combo is perfectly acceptable. And we've reached the final boss, the Har. Unfortunately, the Har happens to have a special guardian here. Oh, come on. Pirates, Ocean, you didn't think we were getting away without fighting a frickin' Kraken, did you? Ooh, hi. You're a thing. Dismember the arms and tentacles. That's right, we don't even get to fight the Kraken proper. This fight is simply about dropping all of the arms and all of the tentacles. So, while you're like, oh, that's not a real boss, well, it is actually kind of a real boss. Also, kind of a cool mechanic is we get to actually jump between these platforms. However, you really want to minimize how many times you jump between the platforms because every time you do, you're gonna get a debuff. There's an arm over there, I'll deal with that myself. Yeah, suppuration. These buffs are not pleasant. I'll deal with you myself. Mostly because I can, because these guys aren't all that strong. The Kraken's arms are pretty easy to deal with. The ones I worry about are the tentacles. I'm actually gonna join the crew over here. Ow, or not, the rest of them left. Ow, no, I'm gonna be a good boy. I'm gonna have to wait, unfortunately, for one of them to come over here and raise my ass. Thank you. I'm used to doing this as a tank, so don't have as many problems with these. Okay. I haven't seen one of the tentacles pop up. Oh, there's one of the tentacles coming out and causing trouble. Ow. Freaking AoE auto attacks. Yeah, these guys, son of a bitch. No. I've been walloped. I can't move. I can't, oh, I see. That's why I can't move. I get graboided and heave-hoed off to another platform. Okay, I guess we're just gonna go back to this one. Okay, there's the other main mechanic of this fight. See that green little thing that just popped up over his head? I'll keep my eyes on him as best I can here, but basically that means he's gonna end up dropping a tornado. Yeah, there's the tornado. And that tornado will explode and wreck your life if you happen to be standing on that platform. So do yourself a big favor and don't stand on it. Oh, speaking of, that's my cue. See, I don't want to drop that on everybody else's head. It's not worth it. Now, unfortunately, I don't think the tank's gonna have such good luck. Ew. Oh, that's not good. Threw him right to where the oh, you jerk-ass tentacle. You jerk-ass tentacle. The one upside is we have a caster with a combat raise. The downside is I just dropped a tornado on their head. Oh, I'm gonna feel bad about that one here in 5 seconds. No, I guess not. I did not contemplate where I was putting that tornado when I should have. I really should have put that on a different platform. Oh, and look, the sun comes out. Perfect. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, I see. I actually have more to do, unlike the last couple quests where it simply finished and left me with the dungeon. Deliver Mistbeard's coffer to Denston and back in Limsa. Well, are we gonna get a cutscene or just some text? Oh, just text, I guess. Good to see you back in one piece, and with Mistbeard's coffer no less. Let's have a look at it then. Here you go. Ah, there's our cutscene. The lock's still intact, and there's no sign it's been tampered with. You did good, Venture. The chief will be right pleased. Wow, I hauled that monstrous thing all the way here? And indeed he is. I knew that you wouldn't disappoint me, my friend. You have my gratitude. Now you're curious as to the contents, I do not doubt. Having risked life and limb to retrieve the coffer, you've more than earned the right to that knowledge. The coffer holds the secret to Mistbeard's identity. Menacing, is it not? This mask, my friends, has been worn by all the individuals who have borne the name Mistbeard. Ah. Aye, Mistbeard was not one man, but many. For generations, both name and mask have been inherited by those deemed worthy. And so the legend continued. But now that legend will come to an end, for the last Mistbeard has found a new purpose in life. One woman and her dream of a brighter future for Limsa Lominsa. As you know, ours is a nation founded by pirates. It's in a Lominsan's blood to desire to be his own master, to reject authority and take what he wants. Some among us believe that piracy is a time-honored tradition, but so long as we cling to this tradition, we will never know lasting prosperity. These were the woman's words, and Mistbeard saw wisdom in them. He swore to do in all his power to make her dream reality. In the future she envisioned, there is no place for pirate kings but in the tales of fishwives. And so, Mistbeard has chosen to consign himself and his predecessors to the pages of history. This mask symbolizes an obsolete way of life, yet it is not without power. Should it fall into the wrong hands, another Mistbeard will rise. Hot-blooded Lamentsons will gather to his dread banner, and piracy will continue. The mask will never see the light of day again. On this day, the Pirate King Mistbeard draws his last breath. Denston, I trust you know what to do. Aye, aye, Chief. Given a bit of time, the room is a treasure of Fae, just like the mist clearing. So, there we go. That's the story of Mistbeard. There we go. All right, guys, that's a good point to leave this one here for now. That is actually one of the more enjoyable 2.x dungeons. I kind of enjoy that one. It's got a couple cool mechanics. I love the monkeys. I love the Kraken fight. The Kraken fight's so unique in that it's not a true boss fight. But don't worry, we'll have our shot at the Kraken in the future, I promise. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite, and subscribe to join me as we see what waits for us in the rest of the 2.3 storyline. But until then, see you guys in the next video.